What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500 and maybe Solana. So guys, for those that don't know, yesterday we actually made two videos, and feel free to let me know in today's episode whether or not you like me doing kind of dedicated videos on certain cryptocurrencies. Feel free to let me know down in the description below. We did this yesterday, but I might also just make longer morning videos too to kind of go over these other cryptocurrencies if that's just easier with one video a day. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. But we will be looking at things like Solana, which is actually doing quite well if you ask me. We're also going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, as well as Bitcoin, which just had a major swing to the upside with the announcement of all of its ETF holdings and so on and so forth, positions like that. So we do have a lot of things to go over entirely here. Big run within Bitcoin here. Can't say I wasn't surprised that all this was an easy one to track here, so we will have to go in depth about that. We'll also be looking at some of these other cryptos as to whether or not it's a good opportunity to get in, when that opportunity is, so on and so forth here, because I do believe strongly that XRP is up next, and very soon we should be seeing a pretty solid reversal or swing to the upside here within XRP, as I do strongly believe it has completed its bull flag formation here, which after that is usually results in a fairly solid bull run to the upside here. I would likely suspect to see a pretty solid rally to upside way above 70 cents here, and I'm very excited to get in on that. So with all of that information being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, the reason why we saw, obviously correlation isn't always causation. We've been tracking this kind of bull run or bull trap, whatever you want to call it, this little ascending triangle. We've been tracking it for a few days. We originally had it as a symmetrical triangle, switched it up to an ascending triangle here, where there's a clear price ceiling and a floor here. And as we started to fill in this gap here, we had a small little bear trap corrected to the downside, and then we've exploded off of that, but we knew volume was to come. Obviously, this news comes out right when the SEC is expected to be approving a handful of spot Bitcoin ETFs on Wednesday. As you guys can see here, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is expected to greenlight a handful of spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds on Wednesday. That's literally tomorrow, potentially unleashing a wave of trading this week. On Monday, 10 applicants submitted their final amendments, including BlackRock, which also filed to register its iShares Bitcoin Trust as a security. SEC expected to greenlight these, and you can see so on and so forth here. And as investors eagerly await the SEC decision on spot Bitcoin ETFs that the securities regulators could unlock, it says Bitcoin ETF is now widely expected to get greenlighted this week, and two sources close to the process are now telling me it's looking like Wednesday. So that could be as early as tomorrow here. From Kathy Wood's ARK Invest at 21 shares, approval does happen. I'm told potential trading would happen Thursday and Friday, so on and so forth here. So it's pretty solid across the board, and there's a very big chance that we could see some pretty solid movements within the markets. However, you also have to consider that people like to buy the rumor and sell the news. So if the news does come out today, tomorrow, we could potentially see sell-offs after the correction comes out here. So there's a lot of things to go over, a lot of things to discuss across the board with a lot of these cryptocurrencies we're going to have to talk about here. You can see yesterday we put out two videos, one talking about how XRP is on the brink of breaking out soon. We literally drew yesterday morning the reversal swing to the upside here. And the day before, we talked about the bull flag formation on XRP. And that continued even further to talk about Solana's bull flag formation here on, I believe it was its 4-hour charts. Yes, on its 4-hour chart. So there's a lot of things across the board to discuss and to go over. And you can see currently Fear and Greed Index 74 up only 2% here. And we haven't really seen a massive swing still within a lot of these cryptos. Even though Bitcoin's the only crypto that's up only 2% for the week, 4% for the day here, everything else isn't really doing too well. If anything, they're lower than where they were a few days ago here. But you can see consolidation has pretty much, strung out across the board here. Lots of things are pretty much consolidating here. And now at this point, we're trying to figure out as to when this breakout is to come with all the cryptocurrencies. We haven't really seen much volume just yet, even though this is very nice. Again, it's only the 4-hour chart here, which will zoom back out to the daily in a little bit. But looking at XRP right now, I think this is my main focus. Lots of these cryptos were pretty much, for the past couple of months, we've been tracking kind of technical indicators. They've already been kind of confirmed. We've already seen them play out or pan out here. And now that we've seen this, it's just a matter of time. We need to wait patiently to kind of get the results that's needed here. We've pretty much completed drawing and confirmed these triangles or these fractals or these indicators here. So we know what's here. It's at this point, it's just a waiting game now till we fill in the gaps and complete this, and then we can get that decision. You can see the clear as day bull flag formation. As we fill this in, decisions will need to be made here, specifically like when the breakout is. And even though we've tweaked this bottom support ever so slightly, we're still in a downtrend. There's still resistance here. And as we fill this in, what we're patiently waiting for is resistance to break us through here. It's not the first time we've closed below the blue band on the support here. It's actually happened numerous times within fractals here. So it's not surprising, and it's not, kind of scary, or there's no fear with us correcting below here. It's totally normal and it's totally okay. The thing that we have to pay attention to is a possible swing to the upside here. Now, there's obviously two possibilities we could take advantage of here. If you're an aggressive trader or a moderate trader, you can capitalize off the potential rebound we're going to have right now. There's a good chance we'll be doing something like this. Ideally, that's what I would suspect, or something like this slowly to the upside here, but moving to this direction nonetheless here, because I do believe we have bottomed off. Now, the other thing we have to pay attention to is price ceiling here. If we break through or close above this price ceiling here, I would suspect to see a long to the upside, which would come at a conservative movement here. And it's that simple. If we breach this price ceiling, we will buy in and long to the upside. It's that simple. It's that easy. Obviously, taking advantage on BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BitFi lets you buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. They have XRP to leverage trade, and beyond that, they even have welcome rewards and a demo account here. So as you can see, they have a way for you to earn over $2,000 in free cryptocurrency by signing up with the link in the description. And then they even have a demo account, which allows you to trade around with Monopoly Money, XRP, and Solana, and every other cryptocurrency to practice your skills on, which is really cool. 50K in Monopoly Money to test your skills. It's unlimited, so it will refill if you lose it. So that's very, very, very exciting. Make sure to sign up for that down in the description below, as you'll regret it if you don't, and the crypto market starts to boom. The same thing applies itself with, where is it, Solana here. This is something also we could tweak here. We're trying to find top resistances, whether it's that, I don't know for certain just yet. We could very easily mark it out like this, move it a little lower. We haven't breached that top resistance just yet because there's still tops to be retested here. And you can see, though, nonetheless, there is a clear as day bull flag forming here. We have an uptrend we've been tracking for quite some time now, since November. And you can see as this pans out, as we continue to trade on this support, we typically tend to rebound on it. So this was literally yesterday here, and we discussed in yesterday's video possible swings back to the upside here. And that's exactly what happened overnight. So that's a pretty easy one nonetheless here. And then if we zoom out even more back to the daily, you can see that we've been using this uptrend here, and that this usually implies a rally or a reversal here. So simply put, we close above resistance right here, we can buy in and long to the upside. It's that simple here. So within this lower high, lower low movement here, it is a confirmed bull flag. We are retesting support. Once we can confirm closure above this resistance here, it could reject, consolidate, then break, or we could just break here off the daily. This is a huge opportunity to buy into on Solana as well. Continuing forward, looking at Ethereum here, you can see Ethereum's in an ascending triangle as well. So all these cryptocurrencies are primed for breakout. Clear price ceiling, clear price floor. As we fill in this gap clear as day, if we could breach this resistance here, which we're waiting for patiently, close above the daily, that's another opportunity to buy in and long to the upside. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a bit weirder, let me tell you that. I mean, we look to be inside this ascending fractal here. Things look really good. We're nearing overbought. We even closed outside of the ascending fractal. It's a bit wonky. Like, I want to say, oh, it's time to buy in, but another part of me is like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't think the market's ready for that. You can see just by slowly tweaking this uptrend, we're still kind of inside these fractals here. And I don't think it's, ready to see that breakout just yet. I truly don't think we're ready to see that breakout just yet. I still think we're inside an ascending fractal. And we jump to the daily, you can see how it makes a lot more sense here, where we're retesting consistent supports and resistances here, and it shows that we haven't necessarily broken through it just yet. So there's a good chance we could lateral or correct off of this to the downside. Basically, we've already kind of been in this position here. We've already capitalized off this long opportunity right here. We did get stopped out, but we were able to capitalize off the run to the upside here when it did breach this resistance finally on the 4-hour to the upside. Then lastly, the S&P looks extremely well. You can see major reversal back to the upside here. We're doing very well, if you ask me, actually here. And I think this is the market that we're looking for, consolidation. And this is exactly what it's giving us. Last time we were at this level, trading at 47.60, we were at 82 on the RSI. Well, now we're at 40. Now we're at 64 on the RSI just with this consolidative measure. So now we'll be able to pump even higher the same time we get to here. So we might be trading at, 48.55 at the same overbought level as we were when we were trading at only, you can see here, 47. So there's plenty of room now to head up. But hopefully we continue to kind of consolidate this first, and then we see that breakout, because that's truly what I'm looking for. You can see how beautiful this is mimicking the market that we're currently dealing with here. So I'm excited to see the results of the S&P 500. I am putting money into it. I've been putting money into it, and we look good overall. But with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you at tomorrow's video. Peace.